Alright, hello everyone, it's Mr. Crozier. I'm going to go over the review packet that's homework for today. Problem number one, we're looking for the scale factor going from the large down to the small. So if it's getting smaller, we have to have a scale factor that's smaller than 1. 15 times k is equal to 10. The scale factor is 2/3. What is the length of side EH? Well, I set up this proportion, 24 to x, 15 to 10, cross multiply, got 16, and D matches H. Proportions, they're all set up for you, cross multiply and divide. If we rounded it, it's 6.9. If we don't round it, it's 145 divided by 12. Right here, make sure you multiply 4 times x and 4 times 2. And same thing here. On the problem here, the ratio is 14 to x over 3, 16 to x over 2, or x minus 2. You can see the math there. And this one right here, simple proportion setup. Don't need the number 24. On these two, it's our basic setup of a proportion. Just make sure if you have an area problem, you have to square the lengths because there's a length and a width that go in to make the area. When we're doing perimeter, we don't need to worry about scaling the ratio, or sorry, squaring it. We just leave the ratio. But when you see this area squared, this side gets squared. Then you can do the math as normal. Going on to page 2. Here's my shape. This distance right here is formed by this triangle up here. If I were to make this right triangle, it would be 9 by 3, which is a Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared is c squared, or d squared in this case, which is root 90, which is 3 roots of 10, because 90 is 9 times 10, and the 3 comes out. Similar triangles, because these two angles are always equal in this proportion. On this one, 11 matches 20 minus x, and 14 over x. We have a set of parallel lines, so 4 goes with 12, x goes with 18. On these ones down here, if you find this missing angle, all the angles are the same. So it is similar by angle, and there's a matching set of triangles. I went small angle, medium, large, small, medium, large. Make sure you get them in the right set. In this one, we do have a pair of congruent angles, and then we do have sides in proportion, so it is similar by side, angle, side. On this one, we have 16 matching 6 and 10 matching 4. However, if you do the math here, this does not come out equal, so they're not similar. Going to the back, we have our proportion that we can set up. X and 4, 18 and 10. We get 7.2. However, 7.2 goes right there, and we need to find the area of the perimeter, the perimeter of the triangle, so we're going to add up all 3 sides, 14, 7.2, and 18 to get the answer here. Kind of the same process here. We can do the work and figure out that this value here is 5. However, look what they are asking for. They're asking for the distance from here to here. On number 16, well, if this whole thing is 30, then this is 21. 21, 9 make 30. So now I start from this top. Remember, the parallel lines are at the bottom, so if I look at it this way, this matches this, and this matches this here. They're corresponding. Write the proportion and solve it. 17, we have 15 goes with something, and then we have this ratio right here, which we can just put in right there and be done. Kind of the same thing all the way down here. Set up the right proportion and solve it, top to bottom, top to bottom. On this last one, top to bottom, top to bottom. Just make sure you point to the top up. On the bottom one, a basic shadow problem. However, remember 5 feet 6 inches is 5 feet and 6/12. So it's not 5.6 right here, it's 5.5. On the back, scale factor from little to big means I'm going to need a number bigger than 1. I did the math here and I found it's 7/4. The value of x, 12 to 21, 10 to 10 plus x. CBA would be this angle, 32 there, 32 there, 108. And the last one, just set up a proportion for the perimeter. You don't have to square it because it's not area. Alright, on our ratios, sorry, this was not supposed to be on here. We're just going to use this information here, that the distance between these two cities is 1,260. Now if you measure the distance from Alice Springs to there, it comes out to be about 6.2. So 6.2 centimeters gets us to 1,260. So if I measure Brisbane, which is here, to Perth all the way across it, that's 11.4. So now I have a proportion. I can cross multiply and divide. About 2,300, about 2,300 again, and this one's only about 7, so it's only about 1,400. But measure them and then just write this ratio up on your picture. Alright, hope this helps with the review. If you have any questions, I will see you in class.